Hi guys, so today I thought I'd just try something new, so I've put on the Stanley Parable. I hope you enjoy. Just make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh,
Employee
very good.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
That looks very
telling
good.
him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Oh, I can imagine.
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, that's all that matters. As long as Stanley's
And then
happy.
one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh,
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
oh
No
no.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Oh no.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk
make a
and
move now.
stepped out of his office.
Did I? Do I have to step out my office? What happens if I don't? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, right, so it's basically the game's telling you what to do. Bit like when he was at his keyboard getting told what to do. Is this the meeting room? Is it that? Oh. Right, so it's E to open the door. Do any of these doors actually open? Is it here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, so what happens if I choose the door on the right? I think I'm gonna have to go for it. I mean, oh, yeah, let's just go for it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ha! I like this. This is pretty good.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Did I? Did I not go through here?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did I though? Did I? No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Now where do I go? Down here? Wait, what?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Oh.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh, who's
This
her?
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
So, I think for the next one I'm going to follow what he tells me to do. That doesn't look dodgy at all. Oh!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one
Oh
to
my
do this.
days.
To reach out to her. If
Let's call her. See what's happened. Yeah, what?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
This is
All
not
right,
creepy
now,
at all.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Oh no.
Gotcha.
That was creepy.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Now that
This
is
is a
creepy.
very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Ah. Press Z on my keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press K.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What happens if I press another number? Okay, you can't press the number. It has to be the number
But
on
in
the
his
screen.
mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy
It's
world,
really
he began to fill in
narrates
many
a
possible
strong kind of game,
paths
isn't
and
it?
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
Huh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this
Right, so
world
back in
he
the
can
same
never
office
be
we were in at the
anything
start.
but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Oh, should we press it? Let's press it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
No. What's happening? Alright, so what happens is, if you choose all the wrong decisions, then you just end up at the start. Right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
All
Stanley
right.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yeah, you
he
go for
entered
the left.
door on his left.
Yeah, we go for the left one. Got that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
Tips for not
disbelief,
getting fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, seems like they have a good boss. What's this over here? What is hot? Profits, profits, profits. What do people want? Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. What do they cross out? Happy feelings. Yep, can't be having that in this place. Yeah, seems like a really nice workplace. Wait, what? Alright, let's go through here. Can we go through here? Oh, we can. What's in the broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's a broom. Yeah, let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is it this one? Aha. Oh, this is quite posh, isn't it? Not that one. Is it here? Ah, here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I could never have known that.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yeah, sure,
He
look
stepped
that.
into the newly opened passageway.
Down here? I'm confused. What do? Do I go down here? Oh, okay. What's happening?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Oh, lovely. Now what? Just follow the light?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Is it that one? Didn't say mind control. Ah. Yes. Let's go for this one then. This looks nice.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Of course, it's Stanley we're on about. He can do anything. Right, now what do we do? Ah.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, this is nice. Now what? Go over here. So this one. Oh god, don't jump down there, do we? Right. Do we just press it again? Or do we go here? I'm confused. What are we supposed to do? Unless... we jumped in there before. How did I get up? I'm so confused. There we go. And we just need to follow this. There we go. Aha! Genius. But now I'm stuck. I'll just get myself stuck. I generally think I've just got myself stuck. Help. Right, now what? I guess we have to start again. I don't know. I think I was supposed to walk on this and go out. Right, we're gonna have to start from the beginning. Well, at least we know what we're doing now, so we can just bomb through it. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, we got
What
it.
could it mean?
We know what we're
Stanley
doing.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley
Meeting
came to a set
room,
of
left
two
door.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, we did. Then we went into here.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Was there not?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping
we
he'd
did.
come into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I did forget the passcode though, so hopefully he tells it again.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Just tell me the
What did it
passcode.
mean?
I need the
Stanley
passcode.
wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known.
Thank you,
this.
narrator.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
There we go.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Nearly back again. I'm enjoying this game though. It's quite different to anything I've played before.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's why I didn't see it last time. It didn't light up till after. Then what do we do? Press the light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Thank you, thank you.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
Just one.
revealed.
I just can't remember how
Each
it got on
bore the
top.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I just need to figure out how to get up again. There we go. Can't mess this up this time. Right, there we go. Okay, you can't jump over it. I can't jump over it. Right. Maybe we have to go on the other side? I don't know. Yes. No. Why? Why would it do that to me? Right, I'm confused. There must be a way to get out of here. Because that's in the way. You can't jump onto the other side. Unless there's any gaps. I don't know, give me a sec, guys.